Yo, what's going on, guys? Just trying to get this set up really quick. That's awesome. You got a 414. I'm going to be getting the 2 from Jay very soon. So we can do some stuff together. Just going to set up this chat thing. Still trying to figure this out, so give me a second. I guess I'm broadcasting to the Glasgow train. That's pretty dope. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my live stream. I'm just getting some stuff set up. So if you bear with me a moment, this is my third live stream ever, and I'm just trying to get the hang of doing it and the hang of the settings. I kind of updated my camera settings a little bit, and I'm just trying to figure out how to go about live streaming and what I want to use live streaming for, and that's where you can come in and help me. So give me like 1 minute. I'm just gonna get this chat thing set up. Still trying to, figure out exactly. Glass Cow. It's a good band name, Glass Cow. But yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, everybody. I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm just gonna put this thing on the side here. Although it doesn't seem like anybody can really read it in the replay, but I'm just trying to learn how to use some of these features on this thing. So I know I got to do a new window. Window capture. Create new. Okay. Window is going to be this pop out thing. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll try to make this a little bit bigger today. I want to see how the quality comes out on this thing. Alright, cool. That looks cool. Kind of in the way of my Be Cool Cowboy sign, but that's okay. I think people seeing the chat is... Oh, Glasgow. Glasgow. Oh. I feel really silly now. But thank you. See, like I said, every day you do learn something. Glasgow. Glasgow. Cool. All right, let me kill the intro music here. All right, guys. So what's going on? My name is Mike from 424recordings.com. In case you didn't know, and this is my channel. It's started out as a channel on 4-tracks and cassette multi-track recorders, and I'm learning how to live stream. I recently got a live streaming camera for Christmas from my buddy of mine at a gift exchange, and it's just a skill I'm trying to learn how to do, trying to figure out how to work my encoder, and because I think there's a lot of cool things we could do with this. Yesterday there was a suggestion of doing some kind of scheduled event where we set it up for a couple hours and everybody tries to make a song from beginning to end. So I think that'll be really cool. But I want to figure out the nuts and bolts of how this works. So the past 3 days I've been live streaming at random times just to kind of figure out, well, just when I have a moment to try to figure this thing out. So thank you for being here. And if you guys have any questions about anything recording related, feel free to hit me up in the chat. And that's where we're gonna go from here. Thanks everybody for joining. Just want to make sure that this thing. Okay, yeah, I guess that's how that works. I'm figuring stuff out as we go here. All right, stream health looks good. That's good, and yeah, everything's looking pretty good. So if you have any questions, ask away. I'm more than happy to help out. Or if you want to just talk about 4-tracks and 414s. Rock. Sorry, my thing's really far away here. Yeah, Rock is saying that he got a new 414, which is awesome. Let me minimize that. And I'm actually going to be starting to do some Tascam 414 videos on the channel because Jay, my cohort comrade, partner in crime when it comes to things music related and lo-fi related, is recently acquired 2 of them. So I'm going to be doing some new videos on the Tascam 414 this year, probably starting next month. I have the rest of this month already kind of planned out and scheduled out, so I'm ahead of the game, as they say. I was talking to my friend Bill about it yesterday. He's got a channel about like arithmetic and math and teaching kids math, and he was telling me that, I don't know, he's been digging the live streams. He may be out there lurking, so I want to give a shout out to Bill. And he's actually the one that got me the webcam, so this is all because of you, Bill. So, well, he got me the gift card to get the webcam. So, but yeah, I mean, that's what I'm doing today in terms of this live stream. Another thing I wanted to bring up was that there's been some ideas about a chain cassette recording, like a chain letter, but for cassette recording. So what we're going to do is, Stego, if you're in Glasgow, I would hit up the forum. There's a thread that started about the chain cassette project. We're going to be, basically everybody's going to record one track onto a cassette. It's going to originate somewhere in the UK, and it's going to be sent around to different people who are involved with the channel or interested in the channel or whatever, people watching right now. If you want to get in on that, just hit up the forum. It's 424recording.com/forum, and you'll see the link on the for the chain recording project. And we're going to just be sending around, like, for instance, as an example, my friend Joel and I think John and a couple other people in the UK are going to be, one guy's going to start the tape off with maybe some drums or a synth part, and then that's going to get sent via mail to somebody else who is going to record onto track 2. And then eventually we're going to have the second British invasion occur. It's going to get sent over the pond to the US, and we're going to just keep adding to the tape. And every stage of the game, we're going to bounce down the mix so we don't lose it in case the tape gets lost in the mail and post. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So if you want to be involved with that, it's still in the planning phases. We're still getting people together, still figuring out who wants to be involved, and it's going to be a pretty cool project. And it'll be a cool way to collaborate and a cool way to see other people's vision for something that you've created, and also your vision for something that somebody else has created. So it'll be a cool collaborative project. Okay, Rock's coming in with some questions. Okay, Stego's got a problem. All right, so let's take a couple questions and see what's going on. Let me just check my stream health really quick. Yeah, I think this is working better than yesterday. I think my whatchamacallit, my Wi-Fi or something wasn't working as well, and I kept getting these messages and it was dropping out. So it seems like it's working better today. And I'm trying to work out things with the sound. Oh yeah, Will's going to be the one originating the tape, I believe, right, Will? So you guys can figure it out in the chat if you want to do the chain letter project, or check out the forum, check out the thread on there. And I'm not sure when we're going to get it started, but it's going to be a fun project. Okay, so Rock is saying, I'm new to recording. I will be the king of the chain. Yes, Will. It's all you, Will. It's all your idea, buddy. Oh, okay, so you guys are kind of troubleshooting issues right there. That's awesome. Let me try to catch up with what's going on. So, Rock's saying, I'm new to recording. The manual says it's optimized for type 2. Can you say something about different types and compatibility with 4 tracks, do's, don'ts, tips, tricks? Yeah, sure. There's been a lot of questions about different types of tapes. The manual does say type 2s. I think any type will work, but it's optimized for recording, like you said, with type 2s. Type 1 cassettes, or just regular type of cassettes you get, like yesterday I think I used the example of like a Ghostbuster tape or soundtrack. If you just take like a tape and a type 1 tape that you find at the thrift store and throw it in your machine, like, it's going to work, but it's going to make your machine, it's going to put more wear on your machine than you're going to want, because the type 1 is not as resilient as type 2, and it's going to be shedding, it's going to be, falling apart. It's not going to be able to hold up to the rewinding, fast forwarding, recording aspects of the 4-track. Now, you can use it, but chances are you're going to have to clean your machine a lot more. I've heard of people having great results with metal tapes, and somebody was asking, I think a couple days ago, about Type 4s. I don't personally have an experience using anything other than Type 2. I'm very by the book when it comes to that stuff, so I've always used Type 2 because that's what I've had and that's what I've found to work the best for me. So Type 3 tapes, I'm not really sure. I'll have to do more research, honestly, about the different types, but I would stick to Type 2. A regular type of cassette is going to most likely wear more. You're going to have to clean your machine more. And over time, I think it's just going to be not ideal to use and cause more problems in the long run than in the short term gain of making a recording. Oh, hey, Jerry, what's going on? James, hey, dude. Yo, James, welcome. Yeah, we just started it at like 4:30. I'm probably gonna go until about 5:30. I'm going out to dinner. That's Eastern time. So, but yeah, I mean, I figured I would set this up again. I had some time. I got out of work early, so I figured let's just hang, do a live stream. If you're just joining us, this is Mike from 424 Recording. I'm learning how to live stream on my channel, and we're also just taking questions, and I'm setting up some lights and trying to make sure the sound, trying to see if I can figure out my computer not freaking out because I can hear the fan on. Been working on the settings and the lighting of the camera, and we're also just talking recording and 4 tracks and tapes and pretty much anything you guys want to talk about. So if you have questions hit up the chat and we'll go from there. Oh, and I was saying before we're going to be doing a chain. Will has the information about it. He is the originator of the idea. We're going to be having a chain cassette project where we mail a cassette around to different people to record different tracks on the tape, and we're basically going to make a song or a collaboration using a tape that's going to be sent around to people, sort of like a chain letter where people write different things and then send it off to somebody else. It's going to be cool. So if you're just joining us and that sounds like something you're interested in, drop a message or check out the thread on the forum at 424recording.com/forum, and you should be able to find it. It's just called like Chain Cassette Project. And we're just getting started with that. It hasn't been sent out or anything, so we're just trying to figure out who was involved and how we're going to do it. So, Rock, I hope that answers your question regarding tapes. Stego, my 424 is a problem. When I try to record tracks 1 and 2, everything is cool. The sound is coming through and the meters are coming up, but on playback it's really quiet. The meter on track 1 isn't coming up to the red like it was doing during recording. So Will suggested you might have an issue with the heads. Track 2 is fine. What goes in comes out. Since the recording probably isn't getting onto the tape well. Yeah, that sounds like a good place to start. I would agree with Will, Steve. Check out, just take a look at the heads, or take a look at the record head and see if maybe there's like something on it, or that's probably the easiest place to start. The other way to start is also troubleshoot the tape. Have you tried is it the same issue on every tape, or do you only have one tape that you're using that has this issue? Those are the easiest places to troubleshoot, because other than that, then it's going to be a different issue. But I would check the easy stuff first, and that's clean, demagnetize, and just check the tape, and then we'll go from there. Will is king of the chain in terms of that project. Hey Jerry, I think I said hi to you, but I'm glad that you're here too. Yeah, Stego, track 1 is fucked. I hear some people's 424s end up with the pan knob acting as a volume, which makes sense because I pan track 1 left when recording. Left equals low volume. Yeah, try recording direct too, and don't even use the busing. Don't even use the pan knob or the bus knob during recording. I think you're gonna have to just do a couple different troubleshooting things and see what happens with it. James, thanks again for showing up. Yeah, this is the live stream. Yeah, Schizophrenic Mechanic, I think he's onto it. Only use Type 2, that's the way to go. Yep, schizophrenic, saying the same thing. True that. Definitely demag, definitely clean it up. I've cleaned it, demagnetized it, pseudoscience is not. Yeah, I mean, that's something I kind of explored in one of the 4-track demag videos. I recorded a test tone, and I have a demagger, but I don't think I can't recall ever really using it because after testing out the frequency response of my tapes and my recording ability and on playback, I didn't notice any type of high end loss um, or anything getting lost in the recording. So I don't know. It's in terms of 4 tracks, I'm not sure. I would check out that video and maybe record a test tone if you have a DAW that has a test tone generator, and see if that does anything in terms of losing the high end response. I would say start with a 16 kilohertz test tone and record that and then play it back. Check out the video. I think it's called 4-track demag on the channel. Um, I'll post it in the comments after the stream is done. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Rock. Anyone ever tried an 8-track Tascam? That's been coming up a lot. I have never had one, never tried one. A couple of guys and girls have been getting the 488, and a lot of people have been talking about that as the bigger brother of the 424, and I'm excited to try one. I'm a little reluctant to buy one just because I have so much stuff. I have 2 really nice 424s, the Mark 1 and the Mark 3, so but I think there are some videos out there about it, and I would like to get my hands on one if it A worked and B was for the right price. But have any of you guys? Do any of you guys here now have an 8-track? I'd be 8-track Tascam. Mike, one of your previous videos, you posted a link about where you purchased tapes, and neither of them actually provided any results for me. Weird. Okay. I would do a Google search of if you're looking for Type 2 tapes. $7.99 Studio Master. I'll do it right now to see if. I think I can post it right in there. Let me give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. So $7.99 Studio Master should come up. National Audio Company. Oh, they changed their site. Looks good. Wait, is this an old site? Oh man, they raised the price. Wait a second. 7.9. Is this the right site? It seems a little. I haven't been to the National Audio Company site in a couple weeks, so. Oh yeah, here it is. It's still here. I mean, I think they updated their site, James, so that would make sense. I'll have to update those links. But here's the link. I think this should take you there. I'll put it right in the chat right now. Yeah, see, this is something I gotta figure out. My computer is like freaking out right now. You can hear. I hope that fan isn't too loud, but I don't know. Aside from getting a new computer, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. James, that's the link to National Audio Company. It should go right to the $7.99, the ones that I use and the ones that I did for the giveaway. Let me know if it doesn't work, and we'll go from there. And for any other guys interested in that, the Type 2s that I use. I mean, those are the best ones I've found, and I've used them for years, and they're really solid tapes, and National Audio Company is a really solid company that's committed to the cassette tape format, and you can get tapes printed up there, and just a great company. They also provided the tapes for the giveaway we did when the channel hit 424 subscribers, so that was pretty cool. We did a giveaway, 424, so. But yeah, a great company. I highly recommend getting your stuff from them, and they're based in the States. I think they're in, I can't remember what exactly. It says there where they're located, and I think you can do tours of the facility if you're out that way. And I'm hoping to get out there at some point and meet Mr. Stepp. He's the president of the company, so seems like a really nice guy, and I had a lot of fun doing the giveaway with them. Hopefully, we can do some more stuff together in the future. But yeah, full disclosure, those are the ones I use, and I'm not like sponsored by that or anything, but those are just the ones I've always used, and they sponsored that giveaway in the past, so I would get those. I mean, they're new production, and it's made by a company in the U.S., and it's like the one company that's still committed to producing cassettes, so you can't go wrong. Um, let's see. Let me go back here. Also, one of your previous. Okay, yeah. So James, check out that link. I think that'll help out. Stego, you'd be surprised. I personally had demagnetized. That's awesome. Schizophrenic mechanic. I've never had demagnetizing do much for me, but I mean, everyone's mileage may vary. It depends what tapes you're using and what your machine is doing. So try it out. Yep. So do you record in a real studio or not? Kisan. I mean, I have recorded in a real studio, or do you mean do I have my own studio? No, I don't. Not at this moment. Um, I mean, I go to Jay's studio, it's the Bohemisphere up in Saugerties, New York, from time to time. And there's a couple other studios, Art Farm out this way, and in terms of like real studios, yeah, I mean, I have access to real studios to record projects in if I want, but I mean, I tend to do most stuff in my bedroom now, my personal stuff, and or if clients want me to record at their house, or we rent a place, or rent a room that sounds good, or record in a room that sounds good, or record up at Jay's, whatever, that's kind of what's been going on. I would like to have a real studio, but it's not really cost effective for me personally. So at this moment, I do not record in a real studio with my own projects, just because they're just for fun. And but yeah, I have access to them if I need to do projects there, and if I want to do projects there. It's just it's not really a top priority of mine these days to spend money on professional recordings, because I'm happy with the way that the stuff's been coming out for me finally after years of learning how to record. And I'm not entirely convinced that people even need to go to real studios anymore. I mean, check out the rants I did on this. I did one that's why you should never record in a real studio and why you should always record in a real studio. And I think you'll get a pretty good idea of where I'm coming from in terms of those things. But that's a good question, Keeson. Thank you. Okay, Stego. Yeah, overheating. Yep. Dude, I know. It's like, I think you're referring to my computer. Mike, that link doesn't work still. I get 404. That's so weird. James, Google that and see if you get to the National Audio Company website. And if not, just go to nationalaudiocompany.com and look for like a link to cassettes, or what they have for sale. I feel like that should work. So Keeson, I hope that answers your question. Thank you. Yeah, troubleshoot basic things, and then it would probably involve taking it apart. Post on the forum. Yeah, those are all good ideas. You could also ask Jay too, or make a post for Jay. He might have some advice. I gotta get him over here at some point to sit down with me. I think we're gonna try to do a once weekly sit down together that makes sense for the time, and just answer some questions or whatever. So. The old TX brand ones with the best. Cool. I'm assuming you're referring to the D-Mags. Mike, I'll take your advice, man. I'll test a few tapes. Yeah, test a couple tapes out. Just troubleshoot. That's the easiest way to troubleshoot. So who knows? Maybe that tape has an issue. I mean, aside from that, it could be the record head and the first track of your machine. I mean, the first band of the record head, could have an issue. But I don't know. There's got to be ways to work around it too. I would say record onto, see, does any of the other channels have that same issue? I know it also depends on the tape sometimes, sometimes the tapes have more output than you realize, but that wouldn't make sense if track 2 is okay. So I think you're going to have to just record a couple different ways and see what happens. Yeah, Will Mansell is a good dude. He is definitely a gentleman. Detailed report. Yeah, we're looking for it. Hey, Dickie, what's going on? I clicked on the DMAG video thinking you would have some cool DMAG techniques. However, you said you never do it. Hilarious. Love it. You get it. That's right. That was the point of that one. But I'm glad you had fun with it. But test out do that method if you have a tone generator, and see if your machine actually needs to be demagged. Some people say that cassettes don't build up enough magnetism to be demagged. So, or the way that the 424 is set up, that it. I'm not sure the science behind it, but I don't know. I've read a lot of topics both ways and posts and forum posts about it, and people seem to either think like yes, you have to do it, or no, especially when it comes to 4 tracks, that somehow the way that the heads and everything are set up, and the way that things record, it is like it doesn't build up magnetism. So I personally never had an issue, so I don't know. But I mean, Schizophrenic Mechanic said it's worked for him. So, like I said, your mileage may vary. I'm hoping that one of my machines does need to be demagged, so I can make a actual demag video about it. But we'll see. Jury's out, as they say. Started out a Porta 2 back in the day, never tried an 8-track one. Yeah, 488 does have a great following, so I think I might have to get one of those. James, any updates? Oh wait, no, I got it now. All right, sweet, perfect. Yeah, just look under Products tab, VSS. Hey VSS, what's up? VSS Cedars. It's in the top left. Yes, thank you very much for pointing him in that direction. If anyone is interested in the cassette chain project, chain cassette project, please could you email me email location instrument of choice on the forum, either as a message or on the thread. Yeah, if you guys are interested in that, anybody who joined up since we've been talking, that's kind of one of the main things I wanted to talk about in this live stream was the chain cassette project. There's a thread on the forum, 424recording.com/forum, and basically we're going to be taking a tape. It's going to start in one person's bedroom studio, place where they play and record, and they're going to record 1 track. That mix is going to be saved by that person, and then they're going to send it to another person. That person is going to record onto track 2, whatever they want, and then it's just going to be an ever-evolving song. And then they're going to send it to somebody else, record on track 3, send it to somebody else, record on track 4. We'll bounce it down or mix it down, ping pong it or whatever, and we're just going to keep adding to the tape until it's filled up or until it's gotten around to everybody, and then we're just going to make one big collaborative song that's on a tape that's going to be mailed around and to different people. So that's going to be pretty exciting and pretty cool. And like I said, we're going to save each mix in case it gets lost, and we can start over or go from there. So it's going to be a cool project, and hopefully by the end of it we can save all the stems or save all the mixes and put them up somewhere and just see what happens with it. I'm really pumped. That's all Will Mansell. So if you haven't anything, if you're interested in that, hit him up. Send him your email or hit up the post on the forum. Cool. I'm going to try out a 238 sync cassette. I have 2 4-track Porta Studios and love them. Cool. Yeah, sync cassette stuff. I actually, somebody gave me one, but it was beyond repair, so I just passed it along to somebody else that I don't know was going to use it for something or use some of the parts. But yeah, those look pretty cool. So let me just make sure the model is the one I'm thinking of. Okay, my stream health is good. That's cool. Yeah, if you're just joining us, I'm just testing this out, just checking my stream health, checking out my audio, trying to figure out why my computer's freaking out and overheating. I don't know, I guess it's just loud. I've been trying to move this thing over so that it doesn't get too loud for you guys, but I'll have to figure out a better system. Maybe I'll get a longer USB cable and figure something out, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so let me check this out, 238 sync cassette. Pretty sure that's the one I had. It's like the one that's technically 3 tracks, right? Oh wait, no, that's not the one I had. Okay, but it looks similar. I had one of the sync cassettes ones, and it was like a weird one that had a 3rd track, and I guess people used to be used for like slide shows or something. But yeah, it didn't work properly. But yeah, I mean, some of those Tascam rack units are basically 4 tracks in a rack unit form, so that's pretty cool. And I'm assuming that's kind of what that one is. That looks pretty cool, Jerry. Let us know how that works out for you. Just checking making sure my thing was looking good. All right, cool. Yeah, everything's looking good in terms of. Yesterday I had some issue where my encoder dropped out, and at the end it like shut off, and I don't know if I lost the video. It's somewhere on YouTube, but it didn't seem to be posting. So if you wanted to watch the one from yesterday, and if you have watched it, let me know. Or if you watched it after the fact, let me know, because I'm just wondering if it exists or doesn't exist. I don't know. So, but c'est la vie. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. You know, that's why I'm trying to learn. Like, okay, how do I save these, or what can I do with these, or what, you know, I don't know. This is all just a test. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to work best in terms of live streaming, what we can use the live stream for, and just get used to doing it and just get used to talking. And I was telling Tim yesterday, I'm just trying to get better at being an orator, or, you know, just getting better at speaking and public speaking. And although there's nobody here I'm technically talking to, but I feel like I am because I'm talking to you. But yeah, I'm just trying to get better at speaking and not lose my train of thought, or say a million times, or, you know, run out of ideas and not have anything to say. So I'm just trying to keep riffing and keep it going, you know. So this is all practice for me. So I appreciate you guys being here and putting up with my novice live streaming abilities. It's great to have you here. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so I got a little sidetracked there, but let's see what else we got going on. Let's go back to the chat, see what's up. Yeah, Jerry, so let us know how that sync cassette works out. I'd be curious. Jerry, oh, 230 has 8 tracks. Cool. That's awesome. So you'll have to let us know how the 8-track Tascam works out for you. But what Porta Studios do you have, Jerry? Which models? I'm going to have to get my power cable once again. Just bear with me 1 second. Probably should have just done this before, but yeah, I gotta get another power adapter, because this thing is just might be part of the issue with the overheating. Just not, it's running off the battery, laptop battery, so whatever. Okay, so wait, no, I got it now. Okay, cool, that's changed. Okay, I'm like behind on here. Okay, VSS heaters. Quick question: do you do everything in the multitrack, or do you only use it to record and then digitize it? I would say a mix of those two methods, VSS seeders. I tend to do, if I'm going to do a track on there, I tend to do the whole thing on there. Recently I did a song, a hip-hop song that I did for the Fall Song Challenge, and I did that completely on the 4-track. And then I just you know, mixed it and everything, and then I just bounced the mix to the computer. I don't really, I'm not really using the 4-track to get like a specific sound or like bounce tracks back and forth. I'm kind of using it more as just like a standalone recorder, as a way to challenge myself to record in a medium that has limits, because, you know, with PC recording or Mac recording or DAW recording, it's an infinite, you really have an infinite amount of tracks and plugins and all sorts of things to use. And I found I become more creative when I use the 4-track, and I don't know, you use your ears more than your eyes. So I guess for me it's more of a songwriting tool, or a way to get better at recording than to record onto and digitize stuff or go back and forth. But I mean, that's something people use them for. I think for me, I just kind of, I want to use it more as a tool. And I don't know, I'm just also just really lazy, and I feel like that kind of workflow would just drive me insane. But a lot of people do that to warm them up, or to get a specific sound, or, you know, record drums on there or something and bounce it into the computer, or just record their mix on there and then bounce at the computer and keep recording more to it. So there's a lot of different ways. There's no right or wrong way to use them. But personally, I use it more as a way to get my head out of the computer, and as a way to say, okay, I got 4 tracks. What is the most important parts of my song, and what can I use, or how can I creatively record my song in this limited way and make it sound the best it can. But I recommend checking that track out, Making That Cheddar. It was one I did. I did a video for it. It's pretty ridiculous, but I had a lot of fun with it. Great question. I hope that answers your question, VSS Seeders. Yo, Mike, glad to see you streaming. Yo, John, glad to see you hanging out in the chat, bro. When you record vocals, do you do it early in the recording balancing process? I have been doing vocals last, and I'm not happy with how they are sitting in the mix. Wondering if doing it last is the why. Um, Dickie, I usually do it last. Yeah. What about it is not working out for you? About it sitting, like how is it sitting in the mix that you don't like? I mean, personally, I like vocals when they're just really upfront and dry, but I don't know if you're trying to do something else with it, maybe or if there's a different way you want them to sound. Because for me personally, when I record them last, it works out because it usually sounds like they're really upfront and dried out, or not dried out, but just dry. I don't really tend not to put too much reverb on stuff, but I don't know. It might depend on what you're trying to go for, but maybe try recording them first, or maybe try recording your vocals with a guitar or with another instrument, and then building off of that. So. But let us know. We'll get back to it. Personally, I record to the 424 master on the DP32. Best of both worlds with no computer in the process. That sounds cool. Schizophrenic mechanic. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to even involve the computer, that's another thing. Is you could use 2 4 tracks, or like that setup. That's a 4 track and a digital standalone recorder. That's awesome. I think there's something about just using a recorder that is not the computer and not looking at a screen that's has all these waveforms that, music is all about hearing it and listening to it, not looking at something. Although obviously performing live is different, but I mean, you know, you wind up relying on your eyes for something that involves your ears. It's kind of strange. There's kind of a disconnect there. Would it be worth it doing a video on free plugins? There's a ton out there that I use all the time, but no one knows about. Yeah, it would totally be worth doing a video on free plugins. There's a few that I've gotten over the years. I gotta be honest, I don't really use too many anymore. Free ones, I guess. I mean, there's some I picked up and just to test out, but it's really a tough world to gas out in because it's like, I don't know. It's not a physical product too, so it's just kind of strange. But yeah, I mean, free plugins. I don't think there's as many free plugins for Macs, but yeah, I think that would be a cool video. As I scratch my ear. What are some of the ones that you like to use, Will? Maybe you could drop some knowledge bombs right now in the live chat. All right, I'll keep you updated. 414 and 424 Mark II. Nice, Jerry. Those are some great machines. MCF. Hey, multi-track cassette fans. What's up? Good to see you again. A month ago, I drove 90 kilometers for a secondhand 238, but its speed was fluttering and the motor mechanism was making noise. At the end, I didn't buy it. Still was hard for me to leave it there. Yeah. I don't know, there's just something about the aesthetic of the machines that I like too. It's like, it might almost have been worth it to get it as a paperweight. Dickie, I've had the best experience recording vocals before any lead parts in the song. Also EQ them around 1K and it should sound better. Let us know. That's a great suggestion. Yeah, Dickie's, got some great stuff. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everybody for engaging in the combo. This is great. That must have been disappointing, yeah. Yeah, Dickie, I think compression and EQ really seem essential for vocals. Hardest part to record and mix other than bass for me. That's true, yeah. Vocals are tough to get right, just in general. So maybe just keep practicing recording them and keep trying different methods of mixing them in there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Great question. Yes, compressor work wonders. Yes, that's true. The texture of the vocals feels different. Can't necessarily explain it. Maybe I am just a shit singer. I don't know. Try recording them really hot, or try recording I feel like the vocals sound the best when they're really getting a little compressed by the cassette. I don't know. It's a tough to say without listening to the tracks. Maybe email one over, or check them out or something, or post a link for people to check it out. Yeah, it was but the right decision. Are you from Holland or Belgium? Bacchus sounds Dutch. Bacchus sounds Dutch. Cool. What time is it over there? I know I think at 12 it was like 5, so at 5 it must be 10 is it like 10 p.m. over there? Um, Totally. Plus cutting a lot of low and then panning things around the vocal. Could be you need to try a different mic and try to get in good sound. Yeah, that's true, John. John, that's a great suggestion. Dicky, semi vocals through a guitar compressor pedals and effects send parallel compression of vocals will make them babies pop. You can heavily compress and EQ the send as well. Man, these are all great suggestions, guys. I don't even know if you need to ask me stuff here. 23 hour. Okay, so 11 over there. Cool. Wow, that's cool. This is why I wanted to go a little later. Try a little later, and also just with working today, I got out early. So, um, how come 424 Mark IIIs aren't labeled DBX noise reduction system? Mine is labeled. Mike's isn't. Yeah, I noticed that too. Somebody was a while ago sent me an image about that and was asking if I had a different model or if theirs was a different model or if it was like, I don't know, had some difference in the way it recorded because like the graphics. I wanted to say they just maybe forgot to screen that onto mine or yours. Oh, yours is labeled, yeah. So maybe they forgot to screen it. But I think some of the text is also different. I never noticed that. That's a really astute observation. Um, I'm assuming it's the same machine and maybe just like came out a couple of years later, and maybe there was some of them that they just forgot to run the ink over. But it's really weird. I think the DBX on some of them too is like different. It's like a different logo or something. I don't know. Now we're getting into like this is almost like differences in like Star Wars action figures from the 70s. This is crazy. Yeah, that's a good point. Try different vocals. Try different mic. Mike, what do you use for vocals? 57. I was thinking SM7B because I read it's good for spaces that aren't treated. Um, I have used a 57, and then I started using a 58 because that's what I was using live. And then right now I this is over the course of like many years, and now I'm using Beta 58. I think it's kind of like a I think it has more high end and it's supposed to have less feedback because I was doing some distorted effects live on the vocals, and it works pretty cool. The Beta 58. It's a little more expensive, but you can get a good price on them used. But yeah, I just use was using a 58 for a while, and you also just play with the distance of it too. Oh, that's another thing. If the vocals aren't sitting right, play with how far away you're singing into the mic. Maybe you're up too close, maybe you're too far away. That makes a huge difference if you're right on top of it versus if the mic is further away from you. And you can also mess with the mix and where it sits by adjusting the distance you are from the mic. So that's pretty cool. My cat's coming in, freaking out. I guess he's got to eat. So yeah, but yeah, play with the distance would definitely be something I'd recommend doing. SM7B is a really nice mic too. I actually have one of those, and they're really great for people who are really aggressive with how they sing and hold the mic. Like you can give that to somebody like a hardcore singer or somebody who's going to be moving around a lot, and they're very resilient. But you get almost like a not dynamic, a condenser. They almost sound like a condenser, but have all the benefits of a dynamic. And those are cool. I actually do have one of those that I used for a while too. It's just one of the ones I picked up, and I had some sessions at one point with local bands that were more in the hardcore or punk realm, and that worked out really well for them. So that's the SM7B Assure mic, but it's a little more on the pricey side, but it works really well for aggressive vocals. And like I said, I would almost compare it to a condenser, like the sound of a condenser in a dynamic package. So another very cool mic. But yeah, I would just stick with. And that's the thing too, is like live, you're mostly going to come across 57s and 58s. So I would try those with your voice first. But there's some other cool ones. The beta series seems really interesting. But that's a great suggestion. Just try a few different ones and see which one. For some reason, the Beta 58 just lends itself to it gives my voice more of an edge, which I like, and I feel like I don't have to work as hard to make it sound good, if that makes sense. Um, your cat's some killer vocals, Mike. I know he's like wicked loud. He's just like yelling at me all the time. I gotta put a mic in front of him and see what he can do. Yeah, proximity effect. Good call. Plus, I've read you can use it on everything. Yeah, it's a cool mic. I would go for it. Um, it's cool. I think I've used it for like a room mic as on like a drum set. I don't know. I would just experiment with it. You know, there's no right or wrong way. Does anyone have one of the Tascam misprints from a while ago, the Porta Stud? Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Does anybody have one of those? I don't. Yes, my cat does have the killer box. I also read you can pull the transformer out of 5758, which makes it sound better if you can solder. We need the wizard to weigh in. Yes, I know. We need to get Jay right here or right over here and see when he can come through. We live almost an hour apart, so it's not always easy to get together. But I'm gonna try to do some kind of session with Jay, or not, like it's a live stream session with him where we're just like answering questions or something, because he would be the man to ask about that. But I have heard about that, so I heard YouTube's Bono using SM58 on a lot of tracks. Yeah, I mean that just goes to show, you know. It's just like one of those mics, like there's like it's so popular and used by everybody from, you know, people in their bedrooms to Bono from U2, you know. And I think it also just goes back to say, you know, practice singing too, you know, if it doesn't sound right. Because Bono is a great singer, so no matter what you put in front of him, it's going to sound good. But maybe something just works with his voice too, you know. 58, I mean, that's a pretty standard mic. They're cheap. And like I said, check out the Beta 58. That's a cool mic too. It's a little bit different, but I think the differences in it, for me, work out better. So where do you find your tapes? Do you record over old ones? I find them on National Audio Company. There's a link. Google $7.99 Studio Master Tapes. We were just going through this, so you must have joined, Andrew. Thank you for joining. If you're just joining us now, I'm Mike from 424recording.com. We're just doing a live stream Q&A, testing out how to live stream when you're new to it, and just trying to figure out colors and lighting and just how all this stuff works and what's going to work best for me in the future. But we're just launching into different questions right now and just testing it out and having some fun. Had some extra time to chill, so might as well chill and talk music. So let's do it. Appreciate all you guys being here. If you're looking for more conversation, I would check out the forum, 424recording.com/forum. If you got tracks or songs or other questions, you can contact me directly at 424recording@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you nerd. As always. What do we got? We got the Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel, I would just check it out. Like I always say, I spend a lot of time working on it, and there's just some funny jokes in there, and I had a lot of fun making the page. So even if you just go and go to laugh at some of the jokes and stuff, that's cool. And then we got shirts. I got shirts at shop.spreadshirt.com/424recording. If you want a cool tape shirt, you know, friends will be asking you where you got it. And there's no words on it, you know. I'm not big on like branding stuff like that, you know. So it's a cool shirt if you want to snag one. But yeah, so we're just live streaming. That's all my PSA. Yeah, and we're just chilling. So Andrew, I got sidetracked, but do you record over old tapes? Yes, I do. It depends if I have something I want to save or something I want to save for posterity or something. A version of a song that I really like, then yeah, I try to keep it. But I mean, I record over old ones to an extent. I try not to get too. I think I can kind of start to tell when I've recorded too many times on a tape, and it just like also it just feels like it's if you keep rewinding and fast forwarding a lot, it can stretch out, or like you can have a lot of like wow and flutter on different tapes, or I don't know, just you can. I feel like I can just kind of start to know when the tapes need to be changed out. But I do record over the old ones as much as I can. But I also have a stash that's pretty big of tapes, so I try to use new ones when I can. But they also say it's always good to use a tape that you recorded once over, or even just record like dead noise, like the first pass, and then record over that. So I don't know. Do any of you guys do that? But I do record over the old ones. I think they were an earlier digital multi-track. I think they were. I'm not sure. Wait, VSS. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I think I missed one of the chats, but I think they were an earlier digital multi-track. Okay. Oh, the Porta Studs. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I've heard about that. I've seen the image of that. I don't know. The Wiz knows these things. He does. He's a good dude. Thanks again for starting the site and doing all your videos. I've really been impressed with what you put together. Been big help and a lot of fun to participate in. Dude, John, thank you. Um, and like I said, I couldn't have done it without all you guys being here. Otherwise I'd just be talking into the void to nobody. But I mean, this is all as much as you dudes as it is my project at this point. I mean, obviously, I just wanted to start a channel that people could get this information because, like I said yesterday, I used to do this stuff like 15 years ago and was just completely in the dark in the woods, trying to figure this stuff out. And I always kind of wish there was a resource like this. And but you guys make it all what it is too, because I could make the forum, but if nobody's posting on it, then it's all about the community here, which is really awesome. I never knew that there were so many other four-track nerds and lo-fi nerds out there looking for a place to hang. But thank you. I just that's really cool. I'm really glad that it means a lot that you guys are getting so much out of it, and I'm really happy to know I'm inspiring other creative people to do creative things. So that means a lot. It's like makes it all worthwhile, as they say, and. I don't know. Yeah, it's just cool. I'm glad I have knowledge to share with you, and that you can share with me. And I think it's a give and take, and like I was saying yesterday, it's like it's not good to be selfish with the things that because there's always somebody who knows more than you, and if you put out there what you know, and it comes back to you in like 10x, 100x that, and it makes you better. So, thank you, John. I appreciate you guys all coming through and hanging out. I see that Joel Glyn Davies of the UK has stopped by, a bud of mine. Hey Joel, what's going down? Yeah, I'm doing the stream again, man. Just had a little extra time. I'm gonna be closing shop again in a few minutes. I have to go to dinner, and this was just meant to be a quick. I'm trying to rein it in too, because like yesterday's live stream it was like almost 3 hours. It was like 2.5 hours or something. And I also just want to see if this is going to save because the one from yesterday I think almost got erased. So I don't know. True dat MCF. I'm assuming that referring to Bono. The big thing for me is that you finish things and keep it moving. Plus your advice on gas, etc. is right on and a good philosophy for creating. Thanks, John. Yeah. And that's the thing. I spent a long time not finishing things and not moving along and getting stuck in a phase of being afraid to fail or being afraid to finish stuff or not making it a priority to finish stuff. And that's really something I feel like I want to pass on to people or, inspire other people to do and get stuff done because, I'm just trying to look at all the pitfalls that I had as a musician and when I was younger and I mean, I guess it's one of those things you got to learn on your own time, but at the same time, if somebody had told me 15 years ago, look, like, this is how this machine works. If you do this, this is what's going to happen. You can get stuck in different ways, in different mindsets, or you're gonna spend a year working on stuff that's just it's not even going to be of that much of importance or that important that you think it's going to be at the time. I think it's just all about just keep it moving, get stuff done, get inspired, catch that lightning in the bottle, and move on, man. It's like it took me so long to realize that. I'm glad that that's something that's coming across in the channel, and I'm glad that that's something that's, you guys are finding value in, because if I could save somebody else the time that I spent and feel like I wasted to working on stuff and never finishing it, and I know that's just a common problem with people, in today's world. It's like there's so many distractions too, and especially with gear. I mean, it took me a long time to realize that my gear acquisition syndrome was just a symptom of me wanting to play music and finish making music, and it was a way to feel like I was doing that by buying stuff, when then that stuff would just sit around or wouldn't use it, or I would just start gassing for something else, or it wouldn't solve my problem that I was trying to fix. So thanks, John. I really, that means a lot to me, that's something that you're getting out of this, because that's like a big reason that I wanted to do this in the first place. um, so thanks, John. Let me see, I catch up with the live chat here. But yeah, I guess just that's a big tenet of the channel, big philosophy, big pillar of the channel. I'm glad that's coming through. Just been watching a movie and going to bed in a minute, but just letting you know my Bands EP is out, bro. Remixed it. Nice, dude. I'm hoping that you email it to me. That's me 100%. Still haven't finished the damn fall song challenge thing. It's a problem. John, what happened, man? We were supposed to set a deadline. We're supposed to set a deadline. I set the deadline, but you didn't finish. So what happened? I'm totally guessing for the new electro harmonics. Dude, I wanted to get the. I didn't know there was. Wait, schizophrenic mechanic. Are you referring to the 45,000, or is there yet another looper now called the 95,000? Yeah, patron saint, dude. Yeah, Joel, we'll check that out for sure. Joel's stuff is great. I can't wait to listen to that and listen to the mix. But yeah, so is there a new looper out then? 95,000. I thought the latest one was like the 45,000. So if there's another new one, I'm probably going to be gassing for that too. It seems like a pretty cool, the 45,000, or maybe I have this completely wrong. There's a new one. That's insane. Andrew, that's insane. 45,000, Jay was going to grab one for me and see if he could find one. And because he did some deals with EHX, and I was like, that almost seems like a digital 4-track, and the way that you can use it and load stuff onto it and mix stuff, and that's why I was looking to get one, because it seemed really cool for performing live with, and those videos of Reggie doing his thing with them are really cool. But I think I'm gonna look at this right now, this 95,000, and so you guys can talk some sense into me and not tell me not to buy it. So let's peep this really quickly before I got a jet. Performance Loop Laboratory. Oh my gosh. When did this thing come out? Holy cow. I can tell already that, oh wait, yeah, I can tell already that this is like too many knobs for me. It's gonna make my head explode. Oh, there's Reggie Watts. Of course he's doing a video for this, because the video he did for the other one probably sold like 1 million of them. That's cool. Wow, this thing is serious. This EHX 95,000. Oh, this is cool. It looks like an 8-track. Oh, 6. Dry output. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Dang it. Schizophrenic mechanic, you're not helping my gas over here, man. I'm gonna just pretend like I didn't see that, didn't hear about that. But that's cool. I can't believe that. Yeah, 6 tracks and 100 loops. Wow, that's cool. I mean, that's why I thought the 45,000 was cool too, because it was like a 4-track, but it was a digital one. Wanting to get everything right and then tweaking for hours on every part and then losing interest and then feeling lost in the process. Yeah, that is like, I feel like that's the story of a lot of people, John, and definitely myself too. And that's why the 4-track and recording this way, or putting limitations on what you're doing, helps out a lot, because there's just too many distractions when it comes to plugins and all the things that you can do. Just commit to something. Don't get stuck in that indecisive stage. Don't be afraid to fail, and just keep moving on, keep making new stuff. And when that inspiration strikes, do it to it. And I don't know. I guess just I think what you should try, John, is say you're gonna make a song every day, or say you're gonna make a song once a week, and really stick to that, no matter how it turns out. Um, you got to just break out of that habit of thinking you need to perfect stuff, because whatever you make is already perfect. You know, just do it and get it done. And yeah, you know, it's like you have your. I guess maybe you just have too high of a standard. You know, you got to break that. Just write some silly songs, man. Just write stuff and just finish it. The most important thing is finishing it. That's the enemy of perfection is the enemy of completion. That's what I've been saying, and that's what I've learned myself. And that's what I'm dealing with now myself too. I said earlier this month I was going to finish this album I've been trying to work on for my band Be Cool Cowboy, and I got a couple tracks out on the channel you guys have checked out, but I've yet to be able to really get it done. So I'm trying pretty hard to do it, and but I'm running into the same thing. I'm just not prioritizing it, and I'm just not. I'm like afraid to finish it, and it's something I still deal with. But one day I know I'm just gonna be like boom and just go for it and get it done. Um, but yeah, John, try just making like so many tracks in like a fast process. Try to do one every couple days, or make a band camp, and then say you're going to release a track a week or something, and just stick to that for a month. You'll have 4 tracks done, and however they come out, they'll come out. um, but yeah, the endless tweaking is a problem, man. I mean, it's a problem everybody has, I think, and one that you got to break out of. Yeah, I can use it similarly to the 424. That's true. Nah, tape loops. Andrew, what are you referring to with the tape loops? Um, just came out 2 days ago. Pre-order still though. Okay, totally. But lyrics though, lyrics. I've been forcing myself to sit down every day. That's great, man. Yeah, 550 is a lot of cheddar though for the 95,000, but I would totally use it all the time. Yeah, schizophrenic. That's one of the things I look into too. I've been trying to figure out myself these live streams. I'm trying to think about the Electron. Oh man, I gotta get going pretty soon. I've been trying to figure out myself, but that's a great idea. If you think you're gonna use it every day, if you think you're gonna have it a long time, but if you have something that you think you can use similarly to that, why not just use that? Or maybe you can snag a 45,000 now for cheaper. Because if it just came out, you're definitely gonna be paying full price for it. But maybe you can get a used one of the other one, and it seems like it's pretty similar. Um, Lyrics are tough for me too. I feel your pain. Hey Dave, what's going on? Um, yeah, I'm gonna be doing some. That's funny. I'm gonna be doing some videos on lyrics and writing lyrics the last month of January, not the last week of January. So, but one thing I think is really cool. I think it was just like a Rick Rubin thing. I think he said he tries to have people just come back with one word that they like, for lyrics, and usually that'll get something going. Or if you're having trouble writing a line, write 20 lines, and chances are a couple of those are going to be good. Um, it's just you're like too. I feel like that's what happens to me, and is just have too high of a standard for what the lyrics need to be, and you're thinking they need to be perfect, or they need to come out in one perfect thought process, and sometimes that happens, and a lot of times it doesn't. So I think the secret to writer's block or coming up with lyrics is just come up with way more lyrics than you think you'll ever need, or just stream of conscious something out. Sit down and write for 5 minutes straight, and just whatever pops into your head, and then after that time, go back and look at it, and maybe there'll be a couple words in there that you'll like, or a couple turns of phrase that are cool. I think the key to completion and getting stuff done, and getting inspired is to just let loose, and instead of trying to force yourself to write like one perfect line, write 20 good lines, write 20 terrible lines. But just write, just get it done, just keep moving it, snort 20 lines, then your lyrics will always be good. Yeah, there you go. I think the Digitakt might be up your alley, Mike. Yeah, that's what I was looking at first, was the Digitakt, and then I wanted to get the analog rhythm too, because it was Mark II, because it seems like it's a Digitakt plus the sequencing stuff of the original analog rhythm. And yeah, I really want to get one of those, but and I've been working through that, but because the new one's like 1,600 bucks, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll see if I can find a cheap Digitakt in a little bit and at least test it out or use one. I mean, and if I like it, maybe I'll get the other one, or if I don't, I'll just resell it and hopefully not lose any money or lose any cheddar, or lose any sleep. Andrew, you were gassing on the looper. It looks spendy. Tape loops are cheap to make, but I guess it depends. Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah. Um, I was being a little bit facetious, but yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, you can make tape loops with the 4 track too. That's what I was trying to say to Schizophrenic too. Is like maybe you have something else you can use that you don't even realize that you could do the same thing with it. Because like I said, it's like whenever you feel like you got to buy something, it feels like you're still doing what you want to do, but you're not actually doing what you want to do. You're just getting something that makes you feel like you're doing what you want to do. So, Mike, you made any decision on the drum machine? Will, no, I've decided not to get it. I've been talking with a friend of mine, John, and he's been telling me that he has some experience with machine drum, one of the earlier versions, and I think I'm gonna just wind up just chilling out with it. Maybe I'll try to find a Digitakt and go with. That's what originally what got me interested was because I wanted a hardware drum machine, and I was looking at the Tempest, and that opened the door to the Electron stuff, and then I like the Electron stuff better. Not necessarily sounding, but I felt like they have better video. I mean, it seems weird, but like I felt like I've just read a lot about the Tempest, and it seems like there's a lot of issues with it. It seems like a great synth, but it kind of seems like they rushed it out or half-assed it. And the videos of some of the demo videos are just the production on them is not great, and I feel like it's almost like they didn't take it seriously, but maybe they did, and that's the best of their abilities. But I'm talking about the Tempest, not the Electron stuff. I'm talking about the Dave Smith, Roger Lynn Tempest. For two like amazing, like heroes of the music scene or music history. It's like what were these guys like? Why didn't they make better demo videos of it, or why didn't they spend a little more time to make it like this amazing instrument? Which I think it is an amazing instrument, but like comparing it to some of the Electron stuff and the demos they have and the sounds and I don't know, it just it sounds silly, but I just feel like they just seem like the Electron stuff is they have a very specific vision for what they're doing, and there's something compelling about that. It's almost like Mac used to be or Apple used to be. They it seems like they know what they want to do, they do it well, and I don't know, kind of just riffing on it, but definitely interested in that cassette chain. I play guitar and synth. Awesome. Will. Oh yeah, cool. You guys are already figuring this out. I don't even need to. But yeah, the drum machine thing. I think I'm gonna wait. I think I might, like Schizophrenic said, I think I might snag a Digitakt, get something used, or go to the store, try them out, and just mess around. Go see if I know anybody that's got one. Um, cool. Oh yeah, the chord vocal sample. That's right. You know what? Maybe I should see if I can get one of those too. They are very cheap. Oh yeah, somebody was asking about that earlier. Oh no, it was on one of the videos. I'll have to tell them about the sample. Never mind. Mississippi, sweet. Mike, are you going to make a video about details about the live stream songwriting challenge when you get something planned? Dave, yes. And is that am I pronouncing your name right, Dave? It looks like phonetically that's what. I just don't want to make sure I'm saying it right, but yes, I am definitely going to post something about that, or post something on Instagram, or post something on the forum, probably in all these places. And I haven't like this. I'm not gonna just like boom show up one day and do that. I'm gonna make sure. I think it'd be cool if we're all working on something. Try to all do something on the weekend, or like one live stream will just be. That's for the rest of you guys. Like I want to do. I think Will suggested doing a live stream where, it's like 2 hours or 3 hours, and it's just gonna be making a song from start to finish. And I think that would be so much fun to do. And I think it would be fun if we're all doing our stuff or checking back in with a live stream, or because I feel like the live stream will be going, but I'll probably be working on stuff. I don't know how much I'll be interacting, but I think maybe every like hour or something, or every half hour, we can check in really quick, see what people are doing. But yeah, I'll definitely post something about that. I haven't decided when I'm going to do it yet. I'm still kind of working out kinks with this, figuring out how to use this camera, the live stream camera, figuring out stuff with audio. Just trying to figure out my computer too, because my computer is like overheating, and I think it seems okay though. Then you guys are like, what the hell? So yeah, Tanzabar Light, I've heard of that too. But Dave, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing something. I hope you guys can join me. I'll definitely post something about that. Or I was even thinking was I want to incorporate more of the live stream stuff in the channel. And I think maybe if it works out, maybe we'll do once a month or something on the last Saturday or something. This is all complete brainstorming, but maybe we'll say like, okay, like the last Saturday of every month, we're gonna sit down and do a 3-hour live stream and write a song. Maybe do it in Jay's studio too. I don't know. We'll see. He doesn't have Wi-Fi, but we could probably figure something out. But yeah, maybe we'll make it some kind of event. That's kind of what I want to. That's kind of my aim for the live streams. I don't know. What do you guys think? If like different live streams each week, or there was like specific live streams talking about specific things. Because lately we've just kind of been doing hangouts. I mean, like I said, the past 3 days I've just had time. I'm trying to learn this, but it seems like it's going well. It seems like it's fun. I mean, uh, did you do a thing with Reckless Eric? Yeah, I did. I did actually. I played a show. I opened for Reckless Eric a few months ago, and at my wedding, I played. I covered Reckless Eric, and then my buddy was booking a show at the Colony in Woodstock, New York, and he was like, dude, you should open for Eric. I was like, hell yeah. Apparently he lives around where I live. He lives like 40 minutes away. Um, and I met Reckless Eric and hung out with him and his band, and such a cool dude, and it was such a great experience, a great show. It was like one of those things, like, I don't know, he's played a lot of the new stuff. He obviously played Whole Wide World. It was like one of those things I'll never forget, and I hope I see him around town and see him around the area more. But he was just a really, really cool guy, and it was just one of those like serendipitous like universe things where just like I don't know, it just all came together like really well. And I guess he doesn't really play that much, and they just kind of like my friend knew the guy the guy that plays drums in Eric's band owns one of the record shops up here, and just like through like that networking thing, it was like, and the guy seen me play Whole Wide World at my wedding, and then he was like, dude, you should open for Eric at this show I'm booking him, and I was like, okay, and it was so fucking awesome, and maybe I'll try. I can get Reckless Eric on that channel. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't just come through and chill on a live stream with me. I think I could make that happen, but so I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can get him. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to figure out some questions for him, or because I'm sure he's used 4-tracks. I was gonna ask him at the show. I was a little starstruck, and I was a little like, I didn't want to be like a fanboy, and I also just wanted to be respectful to him, and just it was his night, and I didn't want to like and I also just didn't want to like, I didn't feel like I didn't want to bother him, and be like Eric, like, but I can contact him. Maybe I'll see what's up, But yeah, I did actually. That's so funny, Andrew, that you seen that on Instagram. Yeah, I'll try the Volca sample. That sounds cool. That would be that might be cool too. I was looking into that, and I like that you can adjust that stuff. Dave, hangouts are fun, but structure is also good in my opinion. Maybe you could have some structured and some hangouts. That's perfect, man. I'm actually gonna write that down. That's what I'm trying to figure out too with all these live streams is that exact thing, the structured, streams and just hangout streams. Because I think that could be cool. I think there's a lot of potential for the live streaming, maybe once a week at a certain time. show up and hang out, and then once a month or whatever seems to work, we'll say this 3 hour block, the stream's going to be on. I'm going to be working on my song. Let's all make a song, or we'll have like or we do like a lyric writing workshop or something. One stream. I don't know. Um, I think it would just be cool. There's just so much potential to have this, and it's so to do stuff with the stream. I was thinking it'd be cool to even do like a performance stream if you guys think you'd be into that. Just like play a show on the stream for like 15 minutes or something. I don't know. Do you guys have any other quick brainstorms on what different live stream dates or different live streams could be? So far, we got some sort of structured ones, hangout, lyric writing workshop one, show or like performance. I could even get like other people to perform. I think some kind of interviews with people would be fun. Maybe I can get Eric on, see what he's up to, or other local musicians. Performance stream, cool. Songwriting competition, that could be cool. All right, put that one on there. Comp, let's see, that would be sweet. John, I'm gonna see if I can get him on there. I'll get him on here. Maybe I'll have to go to his house or something. I'll put the word out there and see. I'm sure he'd be down. He's really cool. But I feel like I'd have to really be on my game in terms of interviewing him. I wouldn't want to like waste his time. So I'd want to make sure I had a really structured idea as to what I'm going to ask him, and you know, and then maybe we could take questions from you guys and stuff. So. But yeah, I'll see. I'll put the feelers out there and see if I can see if he'd be interested or up for doing something like that, or maybe even I could Skype call him or something, or because then I could just somehow just stream him on my stream. I think what I mean, like kind of interview him from his house if he has that capability, or I'll just go there or meet him at the venue we played at or something and do something. I don't know. That's a great idea. I was thinking that I wanted to get him somehow involved with the channel because I was like, I have access to this amazing dude. Like, well, I'm sure maybe he'd be down. I don't see why not. So that's a good idea. So we got interviews, Eric, obviously, performance, lyric writing workshop, hangout, songwriting competition. We're gonna do like just songwriting, or writing a song once a month or something. I want to get some kind of schedule with the live streams similar to how the videos are scheduled on the channel. Like right now I'm doing 4-track Fridays, so like all 4-track videos are going to be Fridays, and then the other 2 days I'm kind of like testing out some other videos I'm doing. Like I have the album review videos I'm going to start doing more of. The rant videos are always fun, and you guys always seem to enjoy those, and I really enjoy doing them. And some digital stuff, some review stuff. I'm just trying to like branch out to more types of videos and types of content, and just stuff I'm interested in, stuff you guys are interested in. Like there's going to be some DM1 tutorials that Drum Machine I like to use on the phone. I want to do like more synth stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities, but if you guys have any other ideas for the live streams, like, please let me know. You can email me 424recording@gmail, or leave something on the forum, or leave a comment somewhere. Live streams definitely seem to help build a community faster. Yeah, I mean, look, we're all hanging out. This is fucking really sick. Have you spoken to Tascam? Okay, I think I got all those. Oh wait, I have a boss. Rhythm 880, that is amazing at keeping me inspired. Dr. Rhythm, yeah, I've heard of that one. I'll look into that. That's what it's all about. Is just finding the tools that you like, that you keep coming back to, that inspire you. That's what my Silvertone is all about for me, and also my Vibro Champ and my Sansa. So good luck, Schizophrenic. I'll look into that. I've heard of that, Dr. Rhythm. But I'm trying to not acquire things and really let more things go. Have you spoken? Okay, Will. Have you spoken to Tascam about some kind of sponsorship? Mike talks about tape sponsored by Tascam. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing something like that. I don't know how Tascam feels about their old 4-track stuff. I would think they'd be pretty proud of it and think it was pretty cool to know that somebody was doing that. So, um, I don't know. I'll see. I'll have to send them an email and see what's up. Uncle Bob or Tobin Sprout, that would be epic. I would lose my mind if you could interview with one of those guys. Yeah, I will. I'll throw them down. Um, I don't know when I would run into either one of those guys or that band, but I mean, yeah, obviously that would be amazing. Maybe there could be some kind of road trip in the future where I show up and see if I can interview those guys or interview other people that are into 4-track recording or just recording in general. I'll definitely add them to the list. Um, Rob, Pollard, Tobin. Yeah, I mean that would be sick. I think for something like that, I'd have to really go to them or maybe just try to get them on some kind of live Skype call or something. I don't know. There's so many possibilities with this technology. It's crazy. All right, guys, but I'm gonna be wrapping it up. I already went over what I said I was gonna do. So, but this was cool. This was really fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks again for everybody coming out. Um, let's see. My stream health's doing good. Oh man, yeah, I'm already at an hour 22. So hopefully, I want to see if this one works and if it gets saved because I think the other one got deleted that I did yesterday. Oh, what happened to my chat there? It disappeared. Um, is that because I minimized it? I don't know. But I think I'm still going here. Yeah, see this program I'm using is just a little wonky, so that's why I'm trying to do this. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping it up, guys. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for joining me. I want to just say, if you have any questions, hit me up at Gmail, 44 Recording. Hit up the forum. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to support the channel, hit up Patreon or just check out the writing and the things I came up with. I think it's just funny. And if you want a shirt, hit up Spreadshirt. It's all print on demand, and everybody who's gotten one so far has really liked it. So I don't know. Just thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys taking the time out of your Saturday evening to chill and make all these great suggestions for future live streams and videos and just great conversation and great community. I feel like this is just a lot of fun. So let me just check the live chat really quick, make sure I didn't miss anything from any of y'all. And then I'm going to be out of here because I got to go eat dinner. All right, Stego, good to see you too. Great show, man. Hey, thanks, John. I wasn't thinking about it as the show, but yeah, it kind of feels like that. Thank you, man. Yeah, I have been working hard. I've been trying to just get this thing going. Dave, have a good one too. Thanks for all the great ideas. Performance stream sounds fun. And I will definitely keep you guys in the loop. Follow the Instagram or the Twitter or whatever. I think I'll make a video though, a YouTube video that'll be more about the live streams and what we're gonna do in the future. But like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to work it and what to do with it. There has been a resurgence in lo-fi recording in the South. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's coming back. I mean, people are where it's always been around, and people are just now that the technology has been democratized. Everybody's looking to do their thing and get their sound. So it's so cool. Andrew, thank you. I'm excited to make more stuff too, and I'm excited to collaborate with you guys on future live streams and competitions or songwriting and lyrics. So I'm gonna blast my exit music, and I just want to thank you guys one more time for coming out tonight. I hope you had fun. I had a blast, and don't forget to subscribe, my friends.
Hey mom, keep it down.
Godspeed, my friend. Do something you want to do tonight. Peace.